Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Underhood Show presented by Mel Hambelton. My name is Phil Nightingale. And hey, we got Scotty Gurman joining us today.
What's going on, everybody?
Josh is out with his sons doing a little baseball action this morning. So I asked Scotty to join me. Haven't had a shoot. You and I haven't been together for a little while.
I know, man. It's been a minute.
So, hey, it's a call-in show. We'd love to hear from you. 316-462-3673. That's the number that comes to the front desk. Tell the girls you want to get patched in the front desk. And get patched in the podcast. And Scotty will ask you your questions. Anything ailing your car, tires, brakes, batteries, anything automobile world, we don't care.
Yeah.
We'd love to talk about it. We got a couple exciting things to talk about here shortly. So each and every caller for calling in, not on the chat line, but calling in, gets a prize package valued over $205. And Scotty, I'm going to let you rattle off what's in that package. Can you handle it?
Absolutely. We got oil change. Comes with the multi-point inspection, which is the most valuable thing in that entire package. It has a BG package as well. Nitrogen for your tires, $10 to Mel's Diner. I think that's pretty much all of it. I think the most important thing is that multi-point inspection. That's all that.
You know, Scotty still blows me away years ago, and I kind of date myself here, when we started introducing this multi-point inspection. But
your hair or lack thereof is dating.
Yeah, something like that. But, you know, years ago when I was working with my dad in the filling station in his shop, his three-bay shop there in Halstead, we did a lot of what we called service jobs, what they were called back then. Now we're calling them, you know, the works package and stuff too. But it's really the same exact thing that we were doing back then, except we didn't put it on a piece of paper and we didn't tell the customer up front what we were going to do. We just did it.
Yeah.
And I still remember my dad standing there saying, you know, what's better than hitting the car up in the air every 3,000 miles, looking it over, checking it over. Now we're doing every 5.
Yep.
But we used to pop the hoods, check the tires, do all that stuff, add a quart of oil every 200 miles to those cars back then. Now we're going 5,000. We didn't pop the hoods.
Right.
From that part. But then when we started introducing the actual sheet of the multi-point inspection, customers used to always tell me, I don't want it, don't want it, don't want it. Because they thought we were going to sell them something. Well, right, we are going to sell you something, what you need. But I've always been the person that's been upfront, transparent, and telling you what you need, not what you don't need. Now, I know there's been some black guys with shops out there that sold people stuff and did different things that they didn't deserve, didn't need, or whatever. Or also the lack of training and lack of knowledge and not knowing what to sell and different things too. Or a vendor would come in with their products and push it on them and make you sell them, but you really didn't get the training of why you needed to sell that product. That's where the BG stuff comes into play with us too. But you're right. That multi-point inspection today now we're going 5,000 miles. Now we pull up to a QT, we stuff the fuel tank in, we run inside, we go to the restroom, we grab us a drink and a snack, something like that. We come back in the car and we go, and we do that for 5,000 miles.
Yeah.
Some people go crazy stupid and go longer than that, which I don't understand, but they do it. That's their choice, what they're doing when they take the life out of their motors. But think about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So multi-point inspection. Scotty, you made a change here at the store.
I did.
Scotty was at the main store, and we had an opening at the quick lane, and Josh and Kelly both thought that would be a better position for you. And I still remember here just a while back, I met you because I was coming from the warehouse, stopped you there. And I have not seen that pep in your step and that smile on yourself like I've seen in a long time down there quick lane. So tell everybody what's kind of different from coming from the main store going down to that quick lane.
Holy smokes. I feel like if anybody needed just a kind of a shot in the arm, a new scenery, but probably just a reminder course, a refresher course, and in the automotive industry is me. It was probably me. I think the main store is kind of geared to, you have a problem that I am currently trying to fix. And that's mainly what the main store is geared for. The quick lane facility is, I'm trying to prevent you from having that particular situation happen to you. So it is definitely a change in you know, how you think about things, really.
Yep.
But gosh dang it, man, it's fun. It's definitely faster pace. I will tell you. Oh yeah. You know, over 100 cars a day. It's kind of crazy, but God, it's so much fun. And we have a good crew down there. Man, they're a lot of fun to work with.
You know, that is true. And that's what it's all about. It's about the employees at the quick lane and here at the main store, at the whole store.
The whole store.
I mean, that's what it really entails. And, you know, Lisa and I took on this adventure back in 2008 to change the image of the store, change the different things and how we do business, stuff like that. And everybody always comes in and asks us, what's been the secret sauce? Well, I've got it in my back office. I mix it up in a little bowl and pour it around. No, just kidding. But it's really the secret sauce. It's you, Scotty. It's your employees. It's all the people here that work hard to make sure that we're taking care of that customer and want to do good, not just be here to get a paycheck and go home. We're here to take care of that customer.
Yeah.
And like you said, now you're in a position now of trying to prevent problems. Before you were fixing problems that people, I'm going to say it right blank, ignored, just didn't maintain their cars, didn't do things right. And when Josh and I talk about it every day, we see the amount of volume even comes to the main store. We see so many things that could have been prevented.
Absolutely.
With seeing you every 5,000 miles and fixing those things and being preventative, and that's where that multi-point comes inspection. We're just showing you what you need. You don't. This isn't telling you have to fix it, but we're just showing you what you should do. And if you don't want to do it, it's your choice. But at least we've advised you and told you what you need to do. And this is just my point. These cars and things are getting so expensive. It's even though we sell them every day up front here, just like these trucks, these Super Duty trucks are $100,000.
Yeah.
And why you wouldn't want to spend the money to spend a couple $100 every 5,000 miles to change that oil, have it looked over and stuff like that to maintain that $100,000 worth of investment.
Oh yeah. Man, I've seen 3 cars in the last I think I've been down there for 2.5, 3 months, something like that.
Right.
I've seen 3 cars. We don't have this program anymore, but it's on a specific program that as long as they did the maintenance services that we suggest, they would get tires on their vehicles.
That was a program I started, and then it got abused, it got tore up, and people didn't understand how the program was laid out, or they wanted to bend the rules, and it became more negative than it was a positive.
Well, the good thing, there are still customers that are out there that did follow those to a T, and I can speak of 3 customers, and one of them in particular has 350,000 miles. Nice lady. It's a 2012, 2013 Ford Fusion. She's done everything in that book. She's gone over it 3-4 times now that she's at 350,000 miles. You know what she's put on that car? A battery and a starter. She has no oil leaks.
There you go.
It's so amazing.
If you take care of them, they'll work and they'll run forever. But when you try to miss the maintenance schedule or don't miss the packages that Scotty brings up to you, and it's just they're not going to live. They can't live today. I mean, going back to my day with my dad at 3,000 miles, 80, 90, 100,000 miles, we were taking those cars and they were going to the junkyards.
Yeah.
Today that car's just getting broke in.
Yeah.
So that changes everything, how we have to maintain these cars with all the different fluids that are in them. Now, granted, we're losing some fluids with some of the technology and things. Electronic steering, we now don't have power steering, from that kind of stuff too. But, the brake fluid has become more important. Now the manufacturers, even Ford, has got it now introduced into their system, acknowledging that we need to be doing these BG services.
Yes.
The fuel induction services and the
44Ks.
44Ks and the MOAs and the stuff like that. So when the manufacturer is seeing that these are necessary, it should be your attention to say, hey, yeah, I need to pay attention to what Scotty's telling me down there at Quick Lane, what's going on. And this is what he's advising you because of what he sees your driving habits and he sees what's happening.
And the other thing is you got to look at it as well. The manufacturer wants to get you past that warranty period,
and that's it.
And that's it. And they understand that these vehicles are potentially going to have issues if you don't do these services, which means it's money out of their pocket. So even they are saying, hey, these services are something that you want to do, so we don't have to fix them before they.
And remember, okay, so now Ford's introducing these BG products into their owner's manual and stuff. But they've rebranded it for Motorcraft, but the BG logo's on there. But remember, what's in that owner's manual, that's the minimum you need to do. And everybody's driving habits is different what you do and how you run your cars and what you do. Short-term, long-term, short drives, long drives, cold temperatures, hot temperatures. And we have it all here in Kansas.
Yeah.
From that part. Hey, it's call-in show 316-462-3673. Love to hear from you. Anything ailing your car, tires, brakes, batteries, you got a comment about this multi-point inspection. Love to hear from you that too. And you get a great price package valued over $205. So anyway, Scott, I'm excited for your new adventure down there at Quick Lane. Excited that you're pumped about it and having more fun and everything else too. And from that part too. So, hey, you had a little incident the other day.
I did.
And we're going to talk about how Ford trucks are tough, I guess is what you want to say, right?
Holy smokes, man.
So personal experience, I'm going to let you take the story from here, what happened, and then I'm going to throw a picture up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go too much into it. I mean, obviously there's still some details that are being worked out and stuff like that, but I was in an accident. And I was in my 23 F-150 that Phil kindly got for me, sold to me. And I was making a left-hand turn. Somebody was probably going pretty quick and impacted my driver's front door. It was a smaller car It was a car. It wasn't an SUV, and it hit me. I don't know the exact speed, but I can tell you it was definitely going over the speed limit, and just by the damage in the truck. And side curtain airbags did go off. Front airbags did not, because the inertia switch on the front wasn't
Going sideways, right?
Yeah, right. And side curtain airbags went off. And if you can see this picture, if you were watching online or watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can see the impacts that he hit me pretty good. And the moral of the story is I walked away from this. I legitimately did not have. I think I had a little some minor cuts and bruises, but I walked away. And actually, in fact, my initial reaction was immediately get out of the truck, go and check on the other driver.
Right.
I immediately got out of the passenger rear door, ran around to the front of my truck, because at this point I had been pushed up onto off the road onto the grass.
Okay.
And immediately got out of my truck, went up and got with the other driver, making
Was he okay?
Yeah, he was fine.
He's fine.
He
Okay,
was
good. As you can see, the impact there right on the side door. And Scotty, without that side curtain airbag, I promise you, your head would have broke that glass.
100%.
Okay. And I still remember when airbags come out, we basically, the manufacturers started adding airbags before they designed the vehicle around an airbag. They just started throwing, we called them face bags, is what we called them. And people would get upset because they got injured with that airbag. And I kept trying to tell them, if you got injured with an airbag, think how much more you would have got injured without that airbag.
Yeah.
But now today, these airbags, like you said, the front ones didn't go off because the truck wasn't going forward, but the side one went going off. The technologies in these airbags are incredible. Every vehicle has those crush zones in them, and they crush different rates.
Right.
And they've got these airbags to where now they deploy depending on the crush rates of the vehicle. The airbags are designed to work with that particular car.
Right.
And as you notice, I can't see, but the passenger side ones went off
Yes,
too,
they
didn't
did.
it?
Yes, they did.
Yeah. Okay. So you just don't know what would have happened if you could have been hit sideways and you could have went to the other side.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, from that part. So there's all kinds of technology in these airbags that make you safe. But as you can see, the side right there by your by your foot, and where you get in that door, it's smashed. Look at that left front tire is leaned in too.
Yeah.
From where he got that. So granted, the truck is totaled. You're fine. The other driver's fine. I guess that's kind of a testimony to built Ford tough, I guess.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Like, I mean, if you saw, I mean, I don't know, is that the only picture that you got? Is there another? I think I sent you another one that's actually from the back, and it kind of does a little bit more justice. Maybe not. That's okay.
Well, it says 1 or 2 here.
It does.
I'm technically challenged on some of this stuff, Scotty.
That's okay. See if here, grab this guy. See if that arrow down there. See if that, yeah, get that one maybe. Nope, that's okay. No big deal. But
hey, let me text Gus. You're right. We need to see that other picture. So let me see if Gus can move the second picture.
Because at this particular angle, it looks like, oh, yeah. But from the back end, where you can actually see from a different angle, you can see that truck went from a straight truck to turning it into the letter C. And the fact that I mean, soreness, sure, but any serious injuries, absolutely not. I've been inside of the truck since, and I can go in there and you can see how the floor of the truck, the doors, everything totally protected me. I mean, I had.
So were you moving?
Yeah, I was driving straight.
You were driving straight. He coming.
Left turn.
So, just an estimation. Do you think he was doing 20 mile an hour?
Oh God, no.
30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour?
Probably 50 at least.
At least 50. So now what I'm going to back up 20 years ago, and you'd have been in a wreck like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. You'd have been yeah.
You've been dead.
Yeah.
And if, I mean, God, that's just it's so crazy. And because when you look to the left and you see it coming, you kind of brace for impact. I mean, if you're lucky. And I did. Excuse me.
Yeah. Bless you. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure out this second picture. I texted Gus here to see if we can get that. Okay. Yeah, I know, but I kind of like to see it. You see, it says 1 or 2 right there. I just don't know what you're going to do.
I don't know. It's okay. Worst case scenario, you guys can imagine. But
yeah,
it's really crazy. Obviously, the running board's gone, but my keys were in the cup holder. and it hit me hard enough to where my keys came and flew out of the cup holder, and they were laying on the passenger side of the dash, just laying up by the glass.
Really?
Yeah, but it is what it is. But
yeah, well,
everybody's
listen,
fine.
I'm glad you're fine. Glad that
Everybody's
the other
okay.
driver's fine and
Yeah.
stuff. You know, hey, accidents happen
Yes, they
from that part. But say goodbye to a good old 23 F-150. That's for sure. No.
I don't know. We could probably fix that, man. That'll buff.
Well, I hate that's that. Okay, and we're going to switch to that side of this equation for me for a minute. This is the part of the automobile world that I don't like. Someone will buy that truck, and someone will fix that truck and sell that truck, and sell it with a branded title and everything else too.
Oh, yeah.
And can that truck be put back together like it was brand new? No. But someone will put it back together halfway. And then if someone's involved in another side impact with an airbag, I guarantee a side impact with that truck,
it's not going
to do that. You're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
That's the part of the industry of the car that I don't like. From that part, these things should not be able to be refixed and resold and put back out on the marketplace for somebody to drive.
Yeah. The driver's side frame that runs along the bottom of the truck is bent. It's visibly bent. So
my thing is, what they need to do, what should happen in this truck is this truck now should be able to be taken to auto salvage and then pieced it out.
Yep.
And, sell the motor, sell the transmission, sell the rear end, sell the wheels and tires, sell the seats, sell the dash, sell the stuff that's a piece, and piece it out and not be able to put this truck back into.
Right.
I just don't agree putting that thing back out in the marketplace.
Right.
From that part. I just don't.
No.
I hate it.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it, man. That's very nice of you to say.
Yeah. So anyway, hey, 316-462-3673. Anything alien car, tires, brakes, you want to talk to Scotty about his crash truck?
Yeah.
Talk about that too.
Absolutely.
Get a great price back. It's about over $205 and for just calling in the show. So
yeah.
Anyway, Josh is off playing with some baseball today with his kids, and Scotty is actually working at the quick lane. So this might be a quick show here today. Can I get Scotty back to taking care of his customer quick lane? He's going to have Nick follow up with me, but he's playing soccer with his son.
Nice.
From that part. So real quick, we're going to switch gears and go over to Salt City Racing because I think we got Salt City live up here too from that part. But Salt City Racing, we're coming up live. It's going to be racing coming up May 8th and 9th, and it's our Salt City 100. And excited for that. Got some exciting stuff coming with the Salt City 100. Yes, we are live on Salt City too. Anyway, Jerry Stone is going to be our grand marshal.
Okay.
He is a long-time racer. I can't remember now if it's 40 years he raced or 30 years he raced. He lives in Oklahoma now, but he was the 1976 winner of the Hutch Nationals. So he's going to be our grand national. He's drove everywhere, all over the country. We were talking about Ken Schrader. Ken Schrader has raced every state, United States except Hawaii and Rhode Island, and I think Jerry's about the same, different stuff. So it's going to be fun to have Jerry here for our grand marshal. And also, the 1976 car is owned by a guy named out of St. Louis, and that car has been restored. It is drivable, and it is coming back for the race May 8th and 9th.
Nice.
So we're going to have the car on display, and I believe Jerry has already talked to us about jumping in the car and doing a few hot laps in it too. So that's going to be kind of fun, a little nostalgia from that part.
Nice.
With that, so exciting stuff there. May 8th and 9th is our open season opener at Salt City. We are going to have the IMCA classes on Friday night, stock cars. And those guys, I mean, they put on a hell of a race over there. It's always fun to watch them stock car guys go. The B mods and then sport mods, and then also the IMCA A mods. And then we're going to have the URSS 305s cubic inch sprint cars. It's their season opener. It's not really their season opener. It's kind of their season opener for points. They raced the last weekend at Dodge. And now we're ready to head to Hutch, and they're going to run Friday and Saturday for points. So it's going to be their first points race. That series is under a new management team, so they're excited. Met with them this week and stuff to see how they're going to do. And this is going to be a fun time this year. We've got 8 races scheduled from that part. So May 8th and 9th are kicking over. Now, the thing about Salt City 100 is it's the Silver Crown race, and we've moved it to May, and it's their season opener too.
Oh.
So a lot of exciting stuff happened May 8th and 9th. You don't want to miss it. Get on there. Get on My Race Pass. Buy your tickets. Get ahead of the game and be ready to go. And then Friday and then Saturday night. Of course, Friday night, the Silver Crown cars will practice, and that's going to be the first time these guys have put these cars on the track for this year. Cody Swanson is the new race director for Silver Crown, and he is doing a fantastic job of rebuilding this series and getting it back up to where it needs to be. We've got a confirmed over 20 cars going to be there, so that's exciting. We are also going to Friday afternoon, going to have cars displayed all over the city of Hutchinson, and different of our sponsors and stuff, to people to come see them up firsthand and close up to see these Silver Crown cars. So be ready for that May 8th and 9th. And then Saturday night will be the URSS Sprint Cars. We'll do another complete show. And then we're going to have the Salt City 100 qualifying and then the 100 lap race. So
dang, dude.
We were over, Kyler was over this week and got the track graded, looking good. And he sent me some pictures. I haven't been over yet, but it looks really nice.
Hey, all
really
right.
Nice. So everybody get stay tuned. Let's get the stands packed. Let's go have some fun May 8th and 9th from that part and have a great time at Salt City 100 for the third time.
I've been going up and back to Hutchinson a lot. I got a friend that's up there, so I've been in and out of Hutch quite a bit lately.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we'll switch off of Salt City. And Jeff, are you really going to let Dad get a Ranger? Well, I didn't say anything that I was going to do anything of that part. Okay. So yeah. I think, Jeff, you know where I stand, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I gotta say too, obviously, working here helps, but the accident happened on Monday.
Yep.
Monday night. I was up here Tuesday, 12:30, out of here by 3:00. Easy.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, not too
Pretty
bad. Got the new F-150, 2025 F-150.
2025.
Yes,
okay.
sir. Black on black on black.
XLT.
Yes, sir.
XLT, black on black.
4-wheel drive and 3.5 Eco.
3.5 Eco.
Because I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, there you go.
Gotta love it.
You know, I still got a lot of people coming up and wanting that 5.0, and it's been hard to get those 5.0s here this year. But I understand V8. Everybody thinks V8 power versus the V6 and stuff like that too. They put some new technology in the 5.0 to try to catch up to and they're pretty close. But that EcoBoost still just better performs, better outdoes the 5.0. The 5.0's got its place though. I mean, because we sell a bunch of those F-150s when we put the superchargers on them, the Whipple superchargers on them, put an exhaust on them, wheels and tires, and everybody has a lot of fun. And you're putting 700 horsepower to that 5.0, so it's got its place. But for the average day driver like you, the EcoBoost is still by far, in my opinion, the best way to buy a truck.
I agree
from that part.
100%.
Just maintain it like you do anything else, and the thing will run forever. Everybody thinks, oh, the V6 won't last like a V8. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will.
Put MOA in it every oil change.
Exactly.
Just
motor oil additive from BG Products. And what that does is, so here is, I'm going to say this is a lifespan of your oil. And as the oil starts new, it's up here like this. And as you start driving the vehicle, it starts wearing out like this and comes down here. And here's your 5,000 miles. So you've lost all this bit of wear that oil is protecting it. With the MOA, it keeps that oil life protection level clear to here, clear to the 5,000 miles. So oil's not breaking down. It's putting an additive package in there to keep that protection package in there to protect that motor for the full 5,000 miles and not let that oil break down.
Yeah, and it's worth every penny. It's $20. And the protection that it does for the inside, the interior components of the engine is just absolutely insane.
And I'm going to tell you, after I hit 10,000 miles on my new cars, at the second oil change, I'm going to start doing the engine restore, or the GDI as we call it. That's basically pouring a product into the oil before you change it. And what it does, we run it then for about 15-20 minutes with the old oil in it, and it goes in there and breaks up all the carbon on the back side of those piston rings. And our rings today, I remember years ago when I was rebuilding motors, and we had the cast iron rings. I mean, it was a hard, tough ring to go through there, and those rings would wear the hell out of the cylinders. Now we have these low friction rings, and they do have low friction. That makes it better fuel economy, better horsepower, better everything, less wear on the cylinders, but they are more acceptive to carbon building up on the back side of those rings. And once that carbon builds there, those rings can't flex and seal, and off goes burning oil and lack of power, lack of fuel economy, and everything else. If you keep those rings nice and clean, they'll work so much longer and so much better. And that's what that GDI service does. Cleans that out. So we drain the oil out after it's done, put the new fresh oil, new oil filter in it, top it off with an MOA.
Yep.
And that's the best way to protection. And I would start that at 10,000 miles after I got my new truck.
Yep. I don't disagree at all.
Yep. So
Especially, I know there was a while there. I think I want to say like 2020 Chevrolets were having huge problems with piston rings, and I think I can't remember who it was, but it was a BG rep that came in and was showing me some pictures of what that stuff was doing with their piston ring problem.
Okay, I'll tell you another story of mine with MO with the GDI and
Bring
stuff
it.
too. Is with our race team, we were pulling 2 trucks around last year, just trying to get used to what we're doing with that late model stuff, and had a situation that came up that I said, "Hey, we got to get us a different rig," and so we bought us a toter, and it's a 2012 that I bought because I wanted to just kind of make some steps into what I was going to do with this toter. But the generator was seriously lacking maintenance. I mean, it was so bad. You start it up and it would puff the blue smoke, everything.
Ugh.
And pull the dipstick, and I mean, it was so black and everything else too. So we took that thing and ran a GDI service through it. Couldn't believe what come out of that thing. So I'm thinking, what I'm really thinking is, okay, now I'm going to be buying a generator, or I'm going to have this generator overhauled. So we had to make a trip to PRI, Indiana.
Mhm.
So we did the GDI service. I threw the MOA in that thing. But then in the fuel tanks, I put basically the diesel 44K in the tank. We ran it all the way to Indianapolis and all the way back. And last weekend, we went to Kennedale, Texas to race. And would you believe, no more smoke?
No kidding.
It's not smoking no more, no nothing. Now, I've done 2 oil changes on it too, but I'm ready. Once we get back, hopefully we're going to go to Salina tonight and practice, but we'll see if that weather holds off or whatever. When I get back, I'm going to change it again. Naturally, I'm just trying to get as fresh as I can, but we've got the thing to where it's not smoking. So it's went from me having to think I'm going to have a engine overhaul or replace that motor and that generator to where it just cleaned all those rings up and runs fine, starts fine, everything else.
Yeah.
Running. So
well, and
there's a testimony to what GDI can do.
That's right. And then I think what's the diesel oil additive? Is it DOA?
Something like that. I can't keep all those numbers, man.
Well, I know it's
E44K is what it should be in my opinion, but
right.
Something else.
Right. But,
DO, it's something.
But the diesel oil additive, I've seen videos of guys that literally put that with every single oil change.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a diesel, you change the oil, you don't put that additive in. You
DOA, diesel oil additive.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, MOA, DO. I was thinking of 44K.
Yeah. No, the oil additive, and they drive out of the maintenance facility, and the oil is already black if you go and put the drain plug. With that oil additive, it will be clean. If you continue to do it over and over again, it'll be like brand new oil.
So that generator's run quite a bit, and we pulled the dipstick on it down in Texas because that was the first time after we'd done everything, we ran for 6 hours all the way down. Still clean.
See?
Crystal clean, clear oil. I mean, it maybe had a little tint to it, but not bad. But it's not the typical diesel black as you pull out of there.
Yeah.
And from that part.
It's crazy. That just tells you it's not snake oil. It's actually, especially being more on the maintenance side on a daily basis now, you get to see these things on a regular basis more often.
Yeah.
And man, it's crazy with the evidence that you got. So.
Well, anyway, buddy, we're going to have a quick show today because I need to get Scotty back down to Quick Lane to take care of more customers and everything else too. Get to work. Yeah, right. So anyway, and no one wanted to talk to us, Scotty.
Hey, that's okay. I'm kind of intimidating.
I get it.
You're not at all.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to get Scotty back down to Quick Lane, get to working. I got a couple customers to take care here at the front half of the store today. Hopefully Team 3J is going to head to Salina. I don't know. We'll see what the weather does. From that part. And everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Don't forget Salt City Racing May 8th and 9th. Get your tickets on My Race Pass or jump on saltcityracing.com and grab them on the Facebook on the web page. On the web page there. I'd love to see you all over on May 8th and 9th and all the time. Let's prove to that fair board that racetrack needs to stay and not go away. That's what me and Nick have been working so hard to do, is keep that racetrack alive. And I think we've done a pretty good job so far. So everybody, let's support May 8th and 9th. Have a great time. Come watch that 100-lap race. Those Silver Crown cars cruising around there, wrapping about 8,500 for 100 laps is pretty cool. So everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe. Be safe. We'll tune in next Wednesday, 5:30 for an update at Salt City, and also next Saturday at 9 o'clock. Everybody have a great Saturday. We'll talk to you next week.
See ya.
Oh.